Hey, we're at American Fork High School as they are hosting the Westlake Thunder. Mark Winterton, along with Jake Hatch, joining me on this KSL Sports Rewind. Hey, we're coming down to the end of the season. What do we got in this Westlake team, Jake?
Well, this is going to be an interesting one because Westlake, they're one of those teams, if they were playing in almost any other region, they'd probably be a contender. They just so happen to be in Region 4, which is the best region of high school football in this state. I don't care what anybody says. And they're up against it because American Fork's been very good all year long. We'll see how much fight Westlake's got because they're battling for pride right now. They're battling for an RPI slot. This is a squad that went into the playoffs last year, was an underdog because of RPI. Ended up winning a first-round matchup against Troy that I actually had the opportunity to call. So there's a big opportunity on the table still for them to battle in this game and position themselves for the playoffs.
Well, in this game, to start the game, American Fork won the toss. They deferred to the second half, and so they're going to kick off. Westlake to receive. Back to receive for Westlake, number 4 and number 2. That's Carter Queering, number 2, and number 4 is Aiden Hammond. Of course, I'm guessing this is Farnsworth to kick, the man with the leg. And the ball fell over. As far as players to watch for with Westlake, we've seen a lot of American Fork, but What about Westlake?
Carter Queering, one of the guys you just mentioned, Aiden Hammond, obviously. Their quarterback has been a little bit of a revelation. He's had pretty decent seasons. Number 10, Aiden Bayless. Keep an eye on him as well. The Manasseh Teo is the other name I have to keep an eye on in this game.
Well, Farnsworth's kick's going to go through the back of the end zone, and so it'll be a touchback. First down and 10 from their own 20. Westlake will take over. And so Bayless comes out in the gun. Lined up next to him is Youngberg. And we get a jump by none other than Hunter Clegg.
Well, him and a couple of his teammates all jumped. So quick 5 yards there for Westlake. Nice quick count, trying to bait him, and they got him.
Bayless comes into this game leading the team in rushing. And he's going to go 5 receivers. And a quick throw to Youngberg. Youngberg bobbles it, but he hangs on to it. And I think he is going to get a no gain on that one.
Yeah, the tough thing with plays like that is they're so slow to develop. And here's the thing, Westlake, they may not have the top-end team speed that a team like American Fork has. So trying to get those bubble screens, if you're going to do that, you got to make sure that throw is on point, on time, because of that, with how American Fork can rally to the football, makes it really tough to get yards.
This time with 2 running backs. He puts Youngberg in motion, Bayless in the gun, and he'll look to pass. He'll have to throw this one on the run, intended for Hammond, thrown well short of Hammond.
Yeah, Hunter Clegg and the rest of that American Fork defensive line making life difficult there for Bayless. He had to bail out of the pocket there, just trying to get a ball that was even catchable and unable to generate the RPMs to get it to his receiver.
Well, first drive here in the first quarter, first drive of the game, and we've got a 3rd and 5. Again, Bayless in the gun. He puts Youngberg in motion, so he'll have 5 receivers. 5 receivers there. And Bayless again getting thrown out of the pocket. There's a flag that's thrown. I'm guessing that's a hold, and it's an interception. So the interception's going to take place at the 45-yard line.
Davis Andrews on the interception there. That was an easy interception for him. All he needed is track it. They were trying to get it to a receiver, but there's a holding call. It's going to be obviously declined here, and that's quick turnover there for American Fork, and now they're right on offense.
Yeah, that actually not a bad punt if you think of it.
Yeah, an arm punt. Like, is that thought with that? He was just trying to get the ball downfield. Hunter Clegg was bearing down on him as he was releasing that football. He was just like, I got to get rid of this football before he gets to me.
I mean, in a sense, it's a 30-yard net punt.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing about it. It's like, okay, you don't want to throw an interception, but when you're looking at a 4th down and kicking it away, well, maybe it worked out a little bit.
It's not bad. And we got Champ in the gun, and he'll hand off to, let's see the number there. Oh, there we go. That's to Erdley.
Yeah, you're going to see a whole stable of backs for American Fork. You and I have called enough games this year. They go 3 and 4 deep in that running back position. Erdley, you're going to see a number of these guys get a look with it. But Champ Edwards, he settled into this starting quarterback job pretty nicely for them.
So this will give him a 2nd and 7, and it's a little quick pitch to Erdley. Erdley finds some room. A nice little cut back there, and he's got 5 yards. It'll bring up a 3rd and 2.
A little quick toss, getting him out in space there. The nice part is his offensive line was out in front of him, escorting him downfield. That's exactly how you would design that play to go, and it worked to perfection.
Well, and I love how Erdley quickly gets upfield.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
well, he made one cut. He realized he had a guy on the outside, so he cut up underneath him and let his offensive lineman get out in front of him and just pick up the yardage he could get.
A lot of running backs trying to find too much and are going east to west instead of north to south sometimes. As Champ looks to pass, intended for that is Hole. And Hole with a first down and a lot more into.
See, we talked on the first drive there for Corner Canyon, for Westlake, about how they want to do those bubble screens. That's how it has to be. That ball's got to be out there on time and accurately thrown. It allowed Hull to work his way upfield and get the first down yardage and more.
So it'll be first from the Westlake 34-yard line. First down here. Champ going to go in the pistol here with Erdley lined up behind him. And he'll give to Erdley, and Erdley looks like he'll pick up about 3 yards on that one. Brings up a 2nd and 7 for the Cavemen.
You talk about how Erdley just works his way upfield very quickly. That was exactly what he did. And then he bounced it outside, picked up an extra yard or 2 there. Nice run, make it 2nd and 7 here.
Watts into the game. And Watts is going to line up just to the side of Edwards. 2nd and 7. Edwards looking to pass. And it's across the middle. Complete for another first down. That was complete to number 80. That's Josh Andrus.
Yeah, Andrus, their big tight end there with a nice catch and a great RPO action there and a great throw by Champ Edwards.
Andrus, just a junior for the Cavemen. Comes in, doesn't do a whole lot on this offensive team, but what he does do, they appreciate it, picking up a first down there.
Correct.
So it's 1st and 10 here from the 14-yard line.
Got Hunter Clegg at that H-back there.
And there's Clegg in motion. Quick pitch to Watts, and he's got Clegg out there blocking in front of him. And I must have fumbled it because I couldn't see anything, and here comes a Westlake defender, and it's going to be Champ Edwards that makes the tackle.
That's got to be a face mask, I thought there, but apparently not. He got dragged down pretty violently by Champ Edwards. Quite the tackle by the quarterback. Funny thing is, I don't know if it's a Hunter Clegg. He was driving a dude all the way out of bounds down here, and then I was paying attention to that. All of a sudden, I see a Westlake defender start squirting his way up the field.
Well, I was curious. I was like, is Watts not down yet?
Yeah, apparently not. They must have stripped that out right as he was going down. So there you go.
But that was Jackson Corey.
Yeah, it's a big
on the
play.
return.
Yeah, this is a huge deal for this Westlake team. They needed that because now they're in plus territory with a chance to go down the field and hopefully get some points. A team like Westlake, their chance to win the football game, they got to win the turnover battle, and that makes them even now with a 1-1 disparity.
Well, Bayless in the gun. 1st and 10 and in Caveman territory. 8:25 left to go here in the first quarter, and it's a handoff. The give to Morgan. Not going anywhere. Loss of sorry. That is number 38. I had 30 there. 38th is Landon Rasmussen.
Yeah, that Westlake offensive line just got eaten alive on that play. Rasmussen was like, dude, it's all red jerseys around me. What's going on here on that play?
Where's my blocking? Bring up a 2nd and 13 here for the Thunder.
Sorry to cut you off. It's just how good that American Fork defensive line really is. They are elite.
Bayless to pass. And it's to Rasmussen, and Rasmussen will get back what he lost and a few more. Bring up a 3rd and 7 for the Thunder.
That was a good little play there. That's exactly what you have to do. These got to be quick hitting. You got to get the ball out quick because you spend any extra time in that pocket, if you're Bayless against this defensive line, you're asking for trouble. They're like quick hitting, quick outs, slants. That type of stuff is what you got to work with in this passing game tonight.
Well, Hunter Clegg might be the standout, but they're, like you say,
entire D-line.
Some tough defensive linemen here for the Cavemen. Bayless looking to pass, and it's another one to Rasmussen, and Rasmussen's going to have a first. Nice blocking there out in front. That was
Carter Queering on the block, That was well done. That was a nice little, you see that little dump pass out of the backfield. And by the way, to Rasmussen's credit, he tipped it and made sure he got secured it and then worked his way upfield. That's exactly how this offense is going to keep themselves in this game. It's got to be quick hitting. It's got to be, you got 1, 2. You got to have a clock in your head if you're Bayless. You got maybe 2.5 seconds to get that ball out.
Well, and a great concentration, like you said, for Rasmussen. Brings up 1st and 10 for the Thunder. From the Caveman 35-yard line. Man in motion. It's number 14 as Bayless will give to Rasmussen. Rasmussen trying to bounce off tacklers, but not going to happen here against this Caveman defensive line. Loss of 1.
Maybe another tackle for loss there for American Fork. That's going to be the tough thing all night. It's going to be tough sledding to get any rushing yardage, it feels like, for this Westlake team, especially up the middle. I think they'd be better served. Like on that last play, it's kind of a swing route out of the backfield. If you know anything about Mike Leach, he actually considers swing routes out of the backfield actually a run play. And that's kind of how I would attack this if I was Westlake in this game.
4 receivers. And Bayless will roll right. Gives a tuck this one and just go with this.
He got sacked by his own offensive lineman there. That's a tough break. The offensive lineman's doing what he's supposed to do. He's setting up for that shield block, but Bayless got his feet caught up with him and ends up taking himself out of the play. That's a tough loss there. 3rd and long now.
3rd and 14. 5:38 left to go here in the first quarter.
That's the worst feeling as an offensive lineman when you have like a running back, your quarterback tangle feet with you, and they go down, and you're like, dude, what are you doing?
Still Rasmussen lined up in the backfield. Bayless going to get forced out of his pocket again, and he throws this one up. Oh, and almost brought down by Mausili.
Yeah, that was quite a hit there. Trying to get the right number on the defensive back who made that hit. I think it was. That's not Watts.
What number do you got?
Well, the problem is the jersey's bunched up.
Is he holding his hand over it?
Yeah.
That is a good question. I got to pull out my binocs. I think it's 24.
Oh, Evan
Igor.
Yeah,
that's
there
Igor.
Yep, there you go. It was a great hit by Igor.
Having a senior
Gonna be a quick
for this
here,
Caveman team. Bayless.
And
then it gets blocked. And there it is. Is that Cage?
Yep.
Oh, sorry. No, that's Maximus Edwards.
Max, okay.
On the return.
The ball got deflected. It still went forward. But Maximus Edwards the heads up and like, you know what? I'm not letting this bounce. I'm just going to get this ball, and we're getting that yardage. That's actually going to be a net
-1.
-1 on that punt. Net yardage at -1, folks.
So it'll be first down for the Cavemen.
That'll do a doozy on your net punt average.
I mean, I don't know if Bayless usually punts. Is he the main punter there? I got to go look it up. And actually, I don't have any stats on their special teams here. So that's not going to happen. Champ Edwards in the gun. First down from their own 40. And it's a give to Segura. Segura going to pound forward. It looks like he's got 6. They're going to mark it. 6-yard gain there.
Yeah, good carry there by Segura. He had 4 yards before he even met that wall of the Westlake defense. It's credit to that offensive line for American Fork. They got a nice push on that first down carry.
Segura is a strong runner.
He's the true north-south, put your shoulder down type back for this American Fork team.
And he tends to find those little openings.
He's really good, you said, finding a seam and exploiting it.
Clock's down to 4:30 here in the first quarter. Edwards looking to pass. And he goes across the middle. That is complete. And that is Peyton Reese on the reception.
Yeah, good job by Reese. His route brought him all the way across the field, and credit to Edwards. He stayed in the pocket, went through all his progressions, and found Reese on the nice little crossing route there. Great pickup and another first down.
Edwards in the gun. He's got Segura lined up next to him. And it's a give to Segura, and he finds the seam. Up the middle, and it's big. He stays on his feet. Touchdown, Segura.
Wow, what a run by Segura there. He found that hole, burst up the middle, shook off not one, but two Westlake defenders for the score. What a run, what a touchdown.
Impressive how he found that hole and just shot through it, but the blocking was there.
Yeah, Westlake opened a huge hole for him up the gut there, and he exploited it, and obviously houses it for 6.
Noah Anderson on to kick. You know, this Caveman team has some great kickers in Noah Anderson, Tate Farnsworth, both seniors, as Noah will knock this one through. And so the Cavemen going to go up 7-0, 3:45 left to go in the first. We're back after this quick break.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
Hey, we're back here at American Fork High School. The Cavemen taking on the Thunder of Westlake. Mark Winterton along with Jake Hatch, as there's 3:45 left to go here in the first quarter, and it's the Cavemen that strike first.
Yeah, that was just thinking, like going back to that run for a minute there. That was an impressive display by the offensive line. But more importantly, Segura gets hit by one guy, shakes him off. Another guy thinks he has him. All he does is say, yeah, whatever, get off me too, and just rumbles into the end zone from that. That was a great touchdown run.
He is fun to watch as Farnsworth will kick this one away. Can we just give him the touchback?
With the wind at his back, yes. Oh, he's going to kick it short.
Oh, this one is going to go short. We're at the 4-yard line. Here it comes out. That is Hammond. Hammond going to get taken down right close to the 20.
They're going to give him the 20. That was an interesting decision there. He purposely kicked that one short. He wanted to keep it in the field of play because he kicks that normal. That's in the back of the end zone, especially with the wind at his back.
Yeah, the way he kicked it,
yeah,
he was trying to keep it into play.
He wanted to make sure it was returnable.
I learned that a little bit from Moose. Moose was teaching me a lot about kicking last week.
Moose knows a lot about kicking. I can tell you that much.
He does.
Enough.
He does.
You want a master class on the
Caveman.
dynamics of kicking, he will give you a master's level thesis on it. Let's put it that way.
Caveman sends the blitz, causes Bayless to have to just throw this one away, and it'll bring up 2nd and 10 now.
Yeah, that's a rough one there for Bayless because he would have liked to keep that where the receiver actually had a chance to throw it. It seemed like it sailed a little bit on him as he released it.
And this time a handoff. I can't tell if that's Youngberg on the carry, and he'll pick up about 3.
Not a bad carry there by Youngberg working his way. There wasn't a very big hole there, but he found a nice little seam and got upfield. That's I believe, their first positive rushing play of the game so far, and we have got 3:15 to go in the first quarter here.
Well, when you're facing guys like Hunter Clegg,
yeah.
Labu.
They're the underdog in this game. Let's be real. We're not breaking any news to anybody here. This is a heavily favored American Fork side.
And here they come with a 5-man front. Bayless all alone in the backfield. Hunter Clegg right on him, and it's a bubble screen to Hammond. Hammond around the corner, and he breaks free. He's across the 40, down to the 50. He'll step out. They're going to say he stepped out at the 50. So big play there by Aiden Hammond.
Well, I got to give credit. That was a fantastic play design. That screen came from across the field. He dropped underneath. Offensive line got out front of him, and then he works his way up that sideline. That was a great play design by the Westlake offensive coordinator.
2:47 left to go here in the first quarter with American Fork on top. Westlake driving. 1st and 10. It's a give to Youngberg up the middle and not going anywhere.
Yeah, no gain on that one. That's going to be kind of the story of this game. Any rushing yards that Westlake can muster to keep American Fork on their heels a little bit is going to be fantastic, because if you go to a strictly passing attack on this, guys like Hunter Clegg are going to eat you alive with that pass rush.
Well, I thought it was interesting last week against Skyridge, knowing Skyridge's defensive line is just stout.
Yeah.
Lone Peak completely.
They went to air raid, yeah.
They did not run the ball in the first 3 quarters of the game as far as having a running back in the game. It was all just Hodson in the backfield as Bayless going to have to scramble away. There is a flag that's thrown, and he overthrows his man, Fa.
We're going to have a holding call back here in the backfield. That's going to
pass intended for Fa'amausili. I have to say that slowly.
Well done. That's a great pronunciation. I was looking over their roster. I'm like, that is going to be a hard one to get out. And let's see. So we got. Let's see. Where were we at again?
As far as
there we go.
Oh,
yeah.
number
so Griffin Fa'amausili. Jeez.
Mausili. I want you to try this one though.
What do we got? Fisi Laumali Malangahu.
There you go.
There we go.
Fisi Laumali.
That was a holding call.
Malangahu.
That put Westlake way behind it here. There now. What is we got? We got 3rd and
a mile.
Second.
2nd and 22.
Yeah, geez, they got
Bayless all alone in the end zone. 2 minutes left to go here in the first. 5-man front here, and Bayless again going to have to push through, and this time he'll just keep it. He'll tuck and run, and he'll get a few back.
It's a solid pickup, all things considered. He had that pass rush coming in fast, and we got a Westlake player down on the field. So we'll take a break. We'll be back in a moment.
College wasn't built for me.
I didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
Yeah, it looks like he was able to walk off on his own.
He was limping off, but he was able to get off the field under his own power, which is always a decent sign. Hopefully we'll see that young man back in the game here quickly. But 3rd and 14 here for Westlake if they want to keep moving the sticks.
You're watching KSL Sports Rewind right here at American Fork High School. 1:53 left to go. Bayless all alone in the backfield as he sends Youngberg in motion, and now
we got a
Thunder timeout.
Yep.
Hey, we're going to take one as well.
It all starts with a smile. To show you care, offer a sign of love, welcome someone home. Smiles bring us together. Let's keep yours healthy. Stonehaven Dental.
For over 25 years, Salt Lake Running Company has helped people of all ages and levels find the gear they need to start their fitness journey. From a free custom shoe fit analysis to a premium assortment of footwear and workout essentials, SLRC is a top 10 run shop in America. Locally owned, locally operated at 5 locations along the Wasatch Front, SLRC is there to help you gear up and get out. Visit a store near you or shop online at slrc.com.
American Fork football right here on KSL Sports Rewind, brought to you by Heidemann & Associates and Western Governors University. You can earn a 1-year MBA with Western Governors University. Bayless looks to pass, and he's going to have to just try and scramble out of there as defenders all over the place. It looks like it's going to be about a 6-yard loss on this one.
And that's going to be another sack for that American Fork defensive line. Bayless, on that play, I felt like he actually tucked the ball just a tad bit too early there. There's a ferocious pass rush coming after him, but he needed to look downfield a little bit longer on that play, it felt like.
1:27 left to go, and they will punt this one away. Back to receive is Hull. Punt, a little bit of a squib kick, and is going to bounce out of bounds about the 43-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Caveman from their own 43.
Yeah, and we got a 7-0 ball game in favor of American Fork right now, and that's the thing about this game. American Fork has dominated it, but the funny thing is the scoreboard is still just a one-score game.
Yeah, Thunder keeping themselves in this.
We'll see for how much longer it feels like. It almost feels like this might be at a tipping point here, but we'll see if their defense can hold on. They got to give themselves a chance so far. That's the biggest thing in a game like this.
Well, Cavemen come out with the two-back set. Both Erdley and Watts in the backfield with Champ Edwards. And it's a give to Erdley. And Erdley hit right at the line of scrimmage and somehow pushes forward, gets 3 on the play.
Yeah, the first defender there actually let go of him and actually allowed him to pick up that positive yardage. Had that defender held on, it's probably a no gain on that play, but lost his grip on the tackle there and ended up getting a 3-yard gain out of it in the end.
2nd and 7, American Fork waiting for that play to come in from the sidelines. It'll be Champ Edwards again with Watts and Erdley in the backfield with him. Clock ticking down. We're about 30 seconds here till the end of the first quarter.
Probably the final play of the first quarter here, I'd imagine.
And it's a give to Erdley again. Erdley shakes off one tackler, and now they're going to call it about a 4-yard loss on that one?
Yeah. Yeah, great play there by that Westlake defense, though, all things considered. That defensive line actually got a really good jump on that play in particular, and that's going to bring us into the first.
And so after one, it's Caveman 7, Thunder 0. We'll be back to start the second quarter.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Test day's test day. Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
Tests on your time. Courses on your time. Graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of VIEW.
Salt Lake Running Company is inspiring our community to move with purpose, embrace adventure, and consciously connect to their bodies. Exercise is essential, now more than ever. Take control of the chaos and make time for you. From the gym to the trail, SLRC can help you find the focus to define your finish line. Visit one of our 5 locations along the Wasatch Front or shop online at slrc.com.
American Fork football brought to you by Avenue Bakery. I'm Mark Winterton. Jake Hatch joining me in this KSL Sports Rewind. It's not Friday Night Lights, it's Thursday Night Lights.
Yeah, we're getting ready for fall break here in Utah. They pushed the games a day earlier this week to Thursday. Next week is going to be midweek Hump Day action when it comes to Wednesday night football.
That just gives them an extra another day to prepare for next week's game.
They're just trying to keep themselves from having really only one day of preparation for that game in the final. This is the penultimate week of the regular season. Week 10's next week. Crazy enough. We got a confusion about how many players are supposed to be out there. Early hustling off.
And Champ Edwards drops back to throw. Screen play to Erdley. And they will that is Erdley, and Erdley picks up only 2 yards.
I think a really good job by that Westlake defense to chase that down from behind. That was number 3, Colson Queering on the play there. Colson and Carter are brothers, so you're going to hear a lot of Queering as the last name tonight.
So that brings up 4th and 8, and the Cavemen are going to punt this one away.
Yeah, I got to say, this Westlake defense, they're hanging tough right now. It's actually really impressive.
And nobody's going to get this one, as this one will be down there about the 24-yard line.
Well, another chance for Westlake to see if they can get something going on offense here. They've hurt themselves in penalties early on in this game. Obviously, interception didn't help them on the first drive, but they're still only down one score in this game, Mark. So they're very much in this. And that's what you got to be preaching if you're on the sideline over there, Westlake. Guys, hang in there. We're hanging with these guys. That's the biggest thing for this squad.
Well, American Fork offensively hasn't shown too much, whereas the defense, they have not allowed a whole lot, as this is Rasmussen on the run, and he'll pick up 9 yards on the play.
Yeah,
biggest run of the night for Westlake.
Great job there by Rasmussen, just finding a hole and just exploiting that backside. There was no backside contained there by that American Fork defensive line. He's like, all right, I'll exploit that. He has 9 yards on that carry. That's a fantastic pickup.
So it gives them a 2nd and 1, short one here from their own 33-yard line. Bayless all alone, bringing a man in motion there, number 82. And Bayless is going to keep it, and he'll pick up the first.
Oh, man, that was a fantastic QB draw. And Bayless, he was maybe a step away from really opening it up and getting into the open field there. He was really close to breaking that one.
Oh, yeah, Evan Agor saved that one, because if he gets past Agor, he could be gone.
Here. Yeah, he was off to the races at that point. So, yeah, credit to Agor for getting that tackle there. He doesn't make that tackle, and, yeah, we might have been talking about a touchdown.
10-11 here in the second quarter. Bayless all alone in the gun. First down and 10 from their own 40-yard line. And it is a QB keeper. Agor trying to chase him down, and that was, of course, thrown in the spot of his receiver.
But that was supposed to be a run play. It got blown up, so he said, you know what? I'm going to improvise, and then realize I got no options. I'm just going to throw it at the feet of the receiver here. It's going to count as we don't lose any yardage. It just makes it 2nd down and 10. That's actually heads-up play by Bayless there, all things considered.
Well, at least maybe pump fake or something.
Well, but he had no options at that point. He's like, you know what? I'm just getting rid of this.
Again, looking to throw. Bayless drops back. Several flags thrown in there, and Bayless will run out of bounds here.
Yeah, we're going to have another holding call. There are at least 2 in that backfield. They could call 2 of them on that play. They'll probably penalize them for 1 of them. That's going to back them up once again. They're going to be 2nd and a mile once again.
2nd and 25.
That's a bad break once again for that Westlake offensive line. They got their hands full with this defensive front for American Fork. There's no doubt about that, but these holding calls absolutely crippling this offense.
I feel like Bayless is just kind of running for his life back there.
Well, he's got no time. If you think about it, like he sets one. It's really been 1 second right now. He's got to get that ball out. There's no chance for that play to really develop because there's just pressure in his face almost immediately.
9:48 on the clock here in the second quarter. Bayless again all alone in the backfield. On the 2nd and a bundle. And he gets bottled up and sacked for a big loss.
There you go. That's Hunter Clegg, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, Hunter Clegg right off the edge there. And the thing with Bayless on that, he tried to stick in the pocket there. Tried to bail, then tried to get his eyes back downfield. You've got to make a decision in that pocket. Either you're going to sit in the pocket and deliver strikes, or you're going to bail out. You can't go back and forth on that play like that. And that's going to make it now, what are we, 3rd and... it's
33.
3rd and 33. Holy smokes, that's 3rd and Pleasant Grove at this point.
Close. This time he's got a Youngberg in the backfield with him. Oh, actually, sorry, that was Rasmussen, and Rasmussen with the give and a loss of 2 on the play. Yeah, they're going to go a loss of 1.
Yeah, so it's going to be 4th and 34. Kick it away.
Kick it away and hope that you can get it back to the original line of scrimmage, if not midfield.
Yeah, it's going to be...
Hole's going to come right at the 50.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting see where this ends up. Because the first 2 punts for Westlake tonight have yielded very little in terms of net punting yards.
And Hole will field this one right at the 48. And he'll move upfield quickly. Going to get to about the Westlake 41, somewhere in that area.
It's actually going to be like 37, it looks like.
Oh, he got upfield a lot further. I thought he stepped out a lot quicker there.
And a fantastic field position here for American Fork. See if they can add to their lead here, leading 7-0. We got, 8:19 to go?
So it'll be 1st and 10. Watts going to be the running back into the game with Edwards in the backfield there. And it's a quick pitch to Watts. Watts cuts it up. And going to get 2 on the play. Up to the 36-yard line.
Good job by Watts actually working his way back upfield there. Number 55 made the tackle. We don't have a number 55 on our roster. That's always helpful for Westlake.
Well, I was looking for the punter, and I actually couldn't find his number on our roster either. So
I feel like this roster is far from complete that we were provided.
Edwards gives to Watts, and Watts will get a few more yards. Looks like he's going to make it a 3rd and 5 here.
Well, 3rd and 5 is very manageable in this instance for this offense if they can move the sticks. And by the way, if you're Westlake, you get another stop here, it's another win for these guys.
Clock continues to run. 7:10 left to go here in the second. And Champ Edwards going to get sacked for a big loss. Number 50, Silivinusi Taum. I'm not.
Tamoepeu.
There you go.
That's actually a fantastic play. Tamoepeu came on completely unblocked off the edge there, and American Fork did not account for him at all. And to his credit, he got the little swipe on the ankle there for Champ Edwards, gets him down. It's a huge loss and a huge win for this Westlake defense. Once again, no points. You'll always take that if you're the Thunder here.
Well, Roberts comes out to punt this one away. A very high punt.
Yep.
But it takes a nice Westlake bounce. And so Westlake's going to take over on their own 35-yard line.
We talked about Westlake not getting very many net punting yards. That one definitely hurt the net punting yards there for Chase Roberts. That bounced back probably a full 10 yards on the initial bounce.
We get him and his brother mixed up all the time.
Oh, Trey. Chase, Trey, you know.
Well, I do it all the time.
Chase,
I had to think about
He's headed to Las Vegas to play for BYU this weekend. I'm hearing that there's a chance he plays. We're not 100% certain yet, but we shall see. But that was Trey on the kick. Excuse us. Apologies to the Roberts family. Both fantastic athletes, by the way. And my money's, by the way, on Trey ending up at BYU just like his older bro.
6:18 left to go here in the second as Bayless will hand off. That's Youngberg, and Youngberg's got big running as he stays on his feet, and he's into caveman territory.
All right, Youngberg, bring that thunder. That's exactly what you want to do. Put that shoulder down, run dudes over, get positive yards. That's exactly what Westlake needs to do. They're going quick. Watch this. You're seeing that pace they're actually going with. This is actually exactly how they need to play this.
20-yard pickup there for Youngberg.
Oh, we got a false start. Oh, man. Westlake keeps continuing to shoot themselves in the foot with these penalties. They got to stop doing that. You get a 20-yard pickup, and all of a sudden you lose 5 just immediately. You can't have that. If I'm Coach Wong on the sideline, I got to be apoplectic saying, what are you doing?
Brings up a 1st and 15. Under 6 minutes left to go here in the second quarter. Bayless calling an audible here. And now he looks to pass as he will scramble right. And there's the throw. And it is caught. Is it good? It is. He brings that in.
Ezra Heiner, what a catch by him. What a throw, by the way, by Bayless to put it where only he could go up and get it. And to credit Heiner, he goes up and snags it. That was a fantastic pitch and catch.
A beautiful catch there by Heiner. And the big fella comes down with it. I don't have a height on him, but I'll bet you he's 6'2", 6'3",
He's got some good size to him. He's actually more of like a tight end type body. That was a fantastic play by him. And all of a sudden, they're in the scoring territory here.
Bayless now will roll left, but he's going to see Clegg there, and now he comes back the right side. Again, throws it at towards Heiner.
That's a smart play by Bayless. All of a sudden, there's a dude in your face. Second, you're trying to get that sprint out action there. You wheel around and say, you know what? Where's that receiver? I'm throwing it at his feet. We're not taking a loss here. That's a great play by him. Heads up play by that young man.
Well, it was intended rollout, but all of a sudden, Clegg fighting through all the blockers.
And he wheeled back around. I was like, no, we're going around the other way.
Bayless all alone in the backfield here. 5:18 left to go in the second. Bayless going to get pushed out of the pocket again. There he releases. Intended for Heiner, but he overthrows his man.
Yeah, I'm not 100% convinced that Heiner knew that pass was intended for him. I think he thought he was his fellow receiver deeper in the end zone was the intended target there. Heiner probably could have tried to go up and high point down, and that was thrown fairly high, but probably would have, he thinking back on that, he's probably like, I probably should have tried for that one.
Well, and yeah, like you said, it could have been for Queering in the end zone. Had he come running over, that's where it comes to him. So on 3rd and 10 from the 20, Bayless, again with Clegg chasing him, trying to throw it across his body, and he'll just throw this one out of the end zone. So we got 4th down.
I'm going to suggest, and they're not listening to me, obviously, but I'm going to suggest to Westlake, stop trying to do sprint outs to Hunter Clegg's side of the field. It is just not going to work.
You got to go the other way.
Yeah. Avoid number 9. That's my suggestion.
The lefty, Brennan Morgan, comes on to kick.
Got a 38-yard attempt here.
Peyton Barclay to hold, and it's high, and now he had to go up to just grab that bad snap.
Yeah, and he's talking to his long snapper right now, telling him, hey, you got to get that snap down. That killed that chance of getting points there. That's a missed opportunity for Westlake to get on the scoreboard. You can't have another self-inflicted wound on their part.
So the Cavemen will take over on their own 26-yard line.
Yeah, all things considered, Westlake is battling in this game. They have hurt themselves more than American Fork has hurt them, and they got to clean it up here because they're hanging tough right now. We got 5 minutes to go in the second half, in the first half.
First half, and we got a one-score ball game. Champ Edwards to throw, and it's across the middle, complete. Jacob Dean finally getting pushed out of bounds. Big play there by the Deanster.
Yeah, Jacob Dean just split the linebackers down the middle of the field. Champ Edwards realizes it, fires a strike in there, and then Dean's off to the races. And suddenly American Fork, they're in scoring position. Those are the plays that Hirsch is as a Westlake defensive coordinator. Like, we've been playing so well. Those are those quote-unquote backbreaker plays. The guys are like, he splits your team, and all of a sudden it's just like, wow, that broke us.
Caveman in the red zone. Champ going to just take this one up the middle, and he'll pick up a few more yards.
Our mystery man, number 55 for Westlake there, pinching down from his defensive end spot to make the tackle there. Great play by him. We got a timeout for Westlake.
College wasn't built for me.
I didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Or if my kid had a fever.
Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
I want to take tests when I'm ready.
I want to take courses on my time.
And speed up when I know my stuff.
I want a university that cares about me.
Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of you.
It all starts with a smile. To show you care, offer a sign of love, welcome someone home. Smiles bring us together. Let's keep yours healthy. Stonehaven Dental.
You're watching American Fork football right here on KSL Sports Rewind. Mark Winterton along with Jake Hatch. And this game is brought to you by Heidemann and Associates. Also, Western Governors University offers an education that is attainable, affordable, and full of support at Western Governors University. It is 2nd and 5 here for the Cavemen. 4:41 left to go here in the second quarter. Champ in the pistol. And it's a quick pitch to Roberts. Touchdown.
That's a money play every time. Trey Roberts, 2 steps, cuts inside, sets it up perfectly. Champ Edwards fires a strike, and they double their lead.
So Anderson will come in to see if he can add the extra point. Lincoln Jackson to hold. The hold looks good, and it's off the upright.
I love how many times kickers can get hidden upright. It's absolutely hilarious to me. It's such a narrow object, but it gets hit more than it should, I feel like.
4:37 left to go, and American Fork leads 13-0.
So while we got a minute here, Mark, we had Westlake setting up for a field goal from the 38-yard attempt. It gets blocked. Well, it didn't get blocked. Well, it did get blocked. The high snap then gets blocked. American Fork, 1 play to Dean, gets down in the scoring territory. 2 plays later, they punch it in. With the missed extra point, it's a 9-point swing that quickly in a matter of 30-some-odd seconds. It's that quickly, how quickly that flipped on its head.
And so now American Fork will go ahead and kick this one away. Got Tate Farnsworth to kick. Hammond and Queering back to receive. Is Carter and Colson Queering, are they twins?
I don't know that part of it. I believe they may be, but I'm not 100% certain on that.
Farnsworth's kick going to land about the 10-yard line, and it's Hammond bringing it out. Hammond cuts it back. Boy, he cuts it all over the place and gets out to the 20 there.
That was called to go to that left side, so he was trying to get out to that edge, but that's a long way to go, especially with all those defenders coming. So got what he could get to the 20, so you'll take it.
So it'll be first and 10 for the Thunder from their own 20. Bayless in the backfield. Looks like that is the Rasmussen on the carry, and he'll pick up 7.
Hey, Rasmussen's running hard right now. It's fun to see him do that. These positive gains, that's actually really, really good for this Westlake team, because considering in the first quarter they could barely get any yardage in the run game.
Well, brings up a 2nd and short 3 yards here. And again, a give to Rasmussen, and Rasmussen pushing forward. He'll get 1.
Gonna make it 3rd and short here. Another hard-nosed run by him. He's hoping to drive forward a little more, but this American Fork defensive line is just so good.
Well, here comes Lavu. Lavu back into the game.
Big number 99.
Bayless again gives to Rasmussen. Rasmussen's got the first.
Hey, Ride Rasmussen, he is just rumbling, stumbling, bumbling up the field. That's exactly what you need in this instance. Ride that. If you can get points here before the end of the half, that's a fantastic thing. You have to be mindful of the clock. There's still just over 3 minutes to go here, but you'll take that every time.
So 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line with Just a little over 3 minutes left to go. Bayless in the gun.
They call this the 4-minute offense. You want to score points. You want to kill the entirety of the clock if at all possible.
This time play action to Rasmussen, and now Bayless throws downfield. It is caught, and it is. First down here for the Thunder. That's
Mausili, yeah. Fantastic job by him keeping his feet in bounds, hauling that pass in midfield, and suddenly Westlake's mounting another drive.
So midfield here for the Thunder. 2:49 on the clock. Bayless in the gun. And again, it's a give to Rasmussen, and he's got room. And he's bouncing off of tacklers down to the 30-yard line.
I like this Rasmussen kid. He just loves nothing more than contact. He's putting shoulders down, running dudes over. You saw that safety. He's like, crap, I got to take this guy down. I don't want to do that. But guess what? First down yardage, that's a 20-yard gain. That's a fantastic run by him. By the way, credit that offensive line. A fantastic hole in the middle of that American Fork defensive line that they opened up for him.
2:20 left on the clock. And Bayless again to Rasmussen. And Rasmussen this time will only get a couple.
Hey, keep hammering away at these guys. These are those in the boxing analogy. These are the body shots you take early on in a boxing match, end up paying off later in the game. This is really, really good to see from this Westlake offense. They're moving the ball. They got plenty of time. They got 2 minutes. We're just under the 2-minute mark here in the first half. You get points here. That's going to give you a lot of confidence going into this locker room.
Well, and keep American Fork's offense off the field.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't let them score again in the
first half. Make it a one-score game again.
This time Bayless is going to keep it, and he'll get a few as Hunter Clegg wraps him up. Going to give him a couple, and here comes a flag, probably after the whistle there.
Yeah, I think that might be against Westlake here. We'll see. Well, actually, American Fork's walking like it might be on them. This has been an interesting call. It could be a big break for Westlake, or it could absolutely cripple him. We'll see. I know that sounds like I'm playing both sides of the fence, but it's exactly what it's going to be here. The only thing was after the play because there were some hijinks that looked like behind the play there.
It looks like it is against American Fork. Just looking at some personal foul against American Fork. So if that's going to be half the distance to the goal. You're looking 14 yards, roughly 14 yards. That's going to put them down just right around. They're going to put that one right at about the 14-yard line.
That's an unnecessary roughness after the play. That's a huge break for this Westlake squad because now they're on the 14. They can still get a first down here, and they're right back in scoring territory.
With the clock running, down to 1:30 left to go here in the first half. Bayless in the gun. He's got Rasmussen lined up to the right side of him. And Bayless will look to pass. He's going to roll left. He's got Mausili down there. And Bayless will get sacked for a loss.
You can't have that. You cannot have that in that instance. Bayless is trying to make a play, trying to get his arm around so he can make the throw. In that instance, I would have rather him tucked it and ran. I don't know if you saw that as that play developed. That entire left side of the field was vacated. He could have picked up yardage there. Instead, he gets sacked and loses yardage there. That's actually a bad decision on his part there.
That was Dylan Skoy on the sack.
Yeah, and credit to Skoy, by the way. He closed like a rocket there. That was a fantastic sack.
Brings up 2nd and 15. Well, it's difficult to throw across your body that way. Bayless, again, looks to pass, and this one up. And it's caught, brought down by Queering.
Oh, he's out of bounds. They're going to rule him out of bounds. Incomplete.
Oh, Carter Queering, the intended receiver.
Our side judge was on that one looking right down the line there and said he was out of bounds when he hauled it in.
Going to watch the replay here and out of bounds. Did not have possession as he brought that one. Because you just have to have 1 foot down in high school rules,
right? You
got
to have possession as well simultaneously.
So 3rd and 15. Here Bayless with a little time back down there. And now he'll throw this one up. Incomplete pass brings up a 4th down. And they are going to bring out the kicking crew.
They were trying to set that double move there for Queering. And Queering actually found himself open and just Bayless airmailed that one a little bit.
So last time they kicked, It was a bad snap.
So we got a 36-yard attempt this time.
This time it's on the far hash. The lefty Morgan, I think that may have gotten tipped.
I think it might have gotten deflected there, and that's another break for this American Fork side. And if you're Westlake, you got to be thinking, what gives? We should have 6 points in theory here, but we've got 0 on the board.
It did not get tipped, actually. Just looking at.
Okay.
Yeah. And so American Fork with 27 seconds left to go here in the first half. And we have a timeout? We do. We're going to take one as well.
It all starts with a smile. To show you care, offer a sign of love, welcome someone home. Smiles bring us together. Let's keep yours healthy. Stonehaven Dental.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
American Fork football brought to you by Avenue Bakery. I'm Mark Winterton. Jay Catch also joining me at the KSL Sports Rewind of this game tonight here. American Fork hosting the Thunder from Westlake with 27 seconds left here in the first half. It's going to be Champ all alone in the backfield, and it's a tuck and run. He's off to the races across the 30. Down to the 40, and he'll run out of bounds right at the 43-yard line.
They still have plenty of time here with that run. That actually sets them up where they might be able to get within striking distance here to add some points. And remember, they get the ball out of halftime.
Champ is deadly on his feet.
Oh, yeah.
And with 20 seconds left, a lot can happen.
Correct.
Westlake was driving there, and the stalled drive, now all of a sudden American Fork. In pass intended for Hole, incomplete. They'll bring up a second down, and about 18 seconds still left on the clock there.
Westlake getting some pressure there up the middle. That was number 11, Maverick McManus there coming up the middle there and forcing the errant throw by Edwards.
So again, 5 receivers here for Edwards. And he will air this one out to Roberts. And Roberts can't get there. That takes up 5 seconds, so we're down to 12.
I'm trying to figure out what the cornerback from Westlake was thinking there. He was about 5 yards away from Trey Roberts the entire way down the field. I'm like, you want to, probably be a little more tight on that coverage there next time.
Well, he's not there now. Now he's playing a good 15 yards off.
I think he learned his lesson.
And now Champ going to just sneak this one. And he fumbles it. Ball and it's Roberts that comes in and recovers it.
Oh, if Westlake had realized that, they would have had a chance to get that ball back there. But that is going to probably do it unless they're going to call timeout here.
And there goes the clock. And did they call a timeout? They did not. That's going to end the first half for us with Cavemen up 13 over the Westlake Thunder 0. We'll be back after halftime.
Test day's test day. Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the
American Fork football presented by Avenue Bakery right here on KSL Sports Rewind. I'm Mark Winterton. Jake Hatch joining me. Second half action of this game between American Fork and Westlake is about to begin.
American Fork on the verge of getting a delayed game penalty here. They've been whistled at a few times already.
And that's a judgment call by the refs because there's no actual clock on something like that.
You got Jace Holback to return as well as Bodie Kaufman, I believe.
Well, Westlake coming out, waiting, and now they will go ahead and spread apart there. Morgan to kick. In a very high kick. Hole filled this one about the 17-yard line. Finds a little room. And did he lose the ball?
He lost the ball. Westlake ball. Wow, another break for the Thunder. Huge play there. I saw Hole go into that, and all of a sudden it looked like he just got absolutely plastered in the back and just let go of the football there. Huge break here for Westlake. That's as good as doing an onside kick out of halftime.
That's better.
It's better, yeah. Field position, absolutely, yeah. I'm just saying this is a big break for them. They got to get points. They should have 6 points on the board right now.
At least 6, right?
Yeah.
Bayless in the gun, and it's a give to Youngberg. Youngberg going to push forward. He's got about 4. They're going to give him 3 yards on this.
If you're just tuning in early on in this game, it was hard, tough sledding for Westlake. They could not run the football. They have found an answer, and they are running the football here. You and I talked at halftime. That last drive for Westlake, they stopped running the football once they got inside the 20 there. They just need this ground game. Ride it until it doesn't work. I would just keep pounding it down American Fork's throat right now.
Bayless again a give to Youngberg, and Youngberg going to push forward. He'll get 2.
And hey, 3rd and 5, you can deal with that. That's a manageable down here. You set yourself up. So just keep using that ground game. They could not run it earlier in this game. They are starting to find seams and holes in that defensive front for American Fork.
Well, that's this running by Landon Rasmussen, who just came into the game for Youngberg.
And hey, Youngberg's done his job too.
He has.
But yeah,
Youngberg actually had a 20-yard
game.
gain.
But Rasmussen has been that workhorse. There's no doubt.
2-back set here. Bayless looks to pass, and he's going to roll. Rolling right, pass thrown, and there comes the flag.
I was like, you got to throw
pass
that
interference.
Flag. I don't know how you don't throw that flag. You can't go through a guy's back. I don't care if that ball's quote-unquote uncatchable. You cannot plaster a dude in the back like that when the play is developing.
Well, and you know, defensively, if you've got to be watching that ball because you have to know, is it catchable?
Yeah. But
there's no reason to jump on my receiver's back
there's no
if
reason
it's not
to go
even
through a guy's back. Yeah, you're right. But that's a big break here. All of a sudden, Westlake, they're 1st and 10. They're going to be what? We're going to be at the 12.
We're going to be
12-yard line? 13.
Yeah, 13-yard line.
Just inside the 13. So they can get another first down here if they get it down to the 3.
Bayless in the gun here, and it's a give to Youngberg. Youngberg finds a little opening there, and he'll pick up about 3 yards.
I'm telling you, ride this running game. I know Westlake's coaches ain't listening to me. I'm an armchair analyst up here.
I actually talked to the offensive coordinator at halftime, and I told him just keep running it. Why'd you stop running it in the first half? I don't know if it matters.
Keep it pounding. Keep pounding it. Like, keep on pounding right now.
Again, yeah, we're armchair quarterbacks. Bayless in the gun, and he is going to tuck this one and run himself. Gets past Agor, and he's in. Touchdown.
What a move by Bayless there. He found some space, made a cut, made another cut, and finds Pater. What a touchdown, and Westlake's on the board.
Oh, how about the avoidance of the tackle by Agor? Yeah. Evan Agor is a big piece of this American Fork defense.
Very good player.
And Bayless avoids that tackle to get in the end zone.
Kind of like a stop step, like let him kind of wash past him, and he's like, all right, I'll just scoot in the end zone here. Thank you very much.
Morgan's kick is up, and it's good. And so Westlake's got 7 on the board. 9:55 left to go here in the third, and we'll be back after this quick break.
For over 25 years, Salt Lake Running Company has helped people of all ages and levels find the gear they need to start their fitness journey. From a free custom shoe fit analysis to a premium assortment of footwear and workout essentials, SLRC is a top 10 run shop in America. Locally owned, locally operated at 5 locations along the Wasatch Front, SLRC is there to help you gear up and get out. Visit a store near you or shop online at slrc.com.
Hallam and Hole. American Fork football brought to you by Avenue Bakery. Right here on KSL Sports Rewind. Mark Winterton, Jake Hatch. As if you're just joining us, Westlake gets on the board, and so our score 13-7. Back to receive is going to be Hallam and Hull. Do want to mention, of course, this game also brought to you by Heidemann and Associates and Western Governors University. You can earn a 1-year MBA with Western Governors University. So 9:55 left to go here in the third, and here's Morgan's kickoff.
Low liner.
And that will go into the end zone for a touchback. So American Fork will take over on their own 20-yard line.
Well, it's time for American Fork to respond here because suddenly this is a one-score ball game once again. They haven't had the ball yet. Obviously, they expected to get it out at halftime. Had the fumble there to start the second half, and now they got to respond on offense.
Yeah, a couple of big breaks, and this definitely could have been a different ball game. Thunder have had some breaks, but
Thunder
the break there.
Turnovers, yeah, they're doing their job. Like Westlake is hanging tough in this game, better than I anticipated coming into tonight.
Champ Edwards in the gun. And it's a give to, I think that might have been Erdley.
I think it was Erdley,
Yeah, it is Erdley. And Erdley picks up
actually
close to 9 yards on that play.
Yeah, that was a great pickup there.
Yeah, it's going to be a 2nd and 1 here for American Fork. Quick throw to Hull, and Hull's got the first down and more. He's across the 40. He's across the 50. Breaks a little tackle there. He's across the 20, the 10. It's touchdown, American Fork. No flags.
What a play there by Hull. Gets the ball in space and does the rest. What an impressive display of athleticism by that young man. What a touchdown. And talk about responding, by the way. I talked about needing to respond. That's how you do it.
Can't even remember where they were. What was that, a 30-yard play? 30 some odd? Or, sorry, 70. It was from the 30.
No, they were on the 20. It was an 80-yard play.
Were they on the 20?
No, you're right. It's 30. You're right. My bad. Apologize.
And the kick by Anderson is good. And so the Caveman ups 20-7 over the Thunder. We're back after this quick break.
College wasn't built for me.
It didn't care if I had to work a double shift.
Test day's test day. Deadline's a deadline.
I want to set the deadlines.
Tests on your time. Courses on your time. Graduate on your time. WGU, the nonprofit university of VU.
American Fork football brought to you by Avenue Bakery. Right here on KSL Sports Rewind. Mark Winterton, Jake Hatch. 9:07 left to go in the third, and American Fork scoring on a big 70-plus yard run there, or pass.
Jace Hull, man, doing his work. It was just a nice little flare route out of the back. No, it's a bubble screen, and he just does the rest. He found some blocks, got upfield, and all of a sudden was off to the races.
He got to the corner quick.
He did.
And then had to cut it back.
And by the way, credit to Edwards on getting that ball out there quick, too.
Farnsworth's kick. It's going to find about the 1 yard line, and here comes Hammond with it. Hammond coming out, but he is not going to get anywhere. Taken down. They're going to mark it at about the 12-yard line.
Not a great return there, all things considered, for Westlake, but back to work for them on offense, trying to make this a one-score game once again.
Well, how about the special teams?
Great
Quick
coverage.
to get down there.
Great coverage.
And they've been great on that, on all of the kicks. Punts.
Yeah, they know that special teams is 1/3 of this game, and they focus in on it. They've been very, very stout in that part of the game.
Bayless in the gun. He's got Rasmussen back there with him. And the play action. Bayless rolling right. And there's the pass. Incomplete, out of bounds. So it'll bring up a second down. But it'll live to fight another day.
Yeah, Fama Seeley was the intended receiver there and just couldn't get the ball to him. I'd like to see him go back to the run game here. Don't abandon this. I know you're deep in your own territory, but do not give up on that run game.
Well, it kills a lot of clock.
It does, yeah.
Keeps it close.
What are we at, 8:51 to go in the third? Yeah.
You're down by 13. They could turn it around pretty quick. This is a give to Rasmussen, and Rasmussen's got room. He's got a first.
I'm telling you, ride that pony. Ride him to pay dirt. He is absolutely carving up this American Fork defensive front.
It's a double-headed dragon monster, whatever you want to call it, Youngberg and Rasmussen.
And by the way, this offensive line, they've gotten better as this game's gone along. They're creating holes that are they're exploiting this American Fork defensive line. It's actually very impressive what this Westlake O-line's doing.
Bayless takes the snap, gives to Youngberg, and Youngberg gets upfield. And you notice they are not going Hunter Clegg's way.
No, but by the way, he kept fighting upfield. He got 8 yards on that carry. He was very patient on that run. This is a very, very impressive display right now for this Westlake offense. Obviously, they're down 2 scores here, but they're battling. And this is really, really good sign for them as they get ready for the playoffs here in just a couple of weeks.
7:57 left to go here in the third quarter. And it's a give to the halfback here. And I couldn't tell if that was Youngberg or Rasmussen.
This is Youngberg on the carry
Youngberg.
there. No gain, so make it 3rd and 2.
Clock will continue to run. And so it's Bayless in the gun again. And Youngberg lined up in the backfield with him. And it's a direct snap to Youngberg. Youngberg, he's got the first.
That's a fantastic power set there by Westlake. They set it up with multiple tight ends, and they just said, we're not playing power football. And you mentioned the fact that they set up like they were going to hand it off, and there's actually a direct snap to the running back. That's a great, great play design.
Well, you're able to, number one, get the ball into the runner's hands quicker.
And it's a lead blocker as well with that other player going out in front to clean up anything that may have gotten through.
Well, and they have not been running at Hunter Clegg at all.
I think they realized that was a fool's errand.
Again, Youngberg. And Youngberg gets through the line. He's got 5 on this carry.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this Westlake offensive line, these running backs, they're sledgehammers right now. They're coming downhill on American Fork, and the Cavemen, they got really no answer for it at the moment.
Well, unless all of a sudden you load up, put 8 in the box or
they're
9 in the box.
They're going to have to at some point.
But that's when you...
In theory, you should be able to attack over the top. Yeah.
Bayless looks to go deep.
Well, look at this though. Look where the deepest player is on this field right now. We're not even 10 yards off the ball. They're trying to load the box here.
And it's a play action, and Bayless keeps it. And Bayless has the first.
Yeah, QB keeper there. Nice play design there. He doesn't keep the ball a lot, but that was a great decision there to keep it and get the first down yardage.
Well, and the clock just continues to tick down. 5:50 left to go here in the third. Westlake moving the ball. Another give to Youngberg. And Youngberg continuing to fight off tacklers, and he's got another first.
Yeah, Youngberg ain't having any of that. Arm tackles are not going to bring that kid down. You've got to hit him low. Did he get up a little bit injured, though? That's a bad break if he's unable to keep going. He limped off the field there. He took a blow at the end of that play.
Well, it could have been just like a stinger. He looked like he was kind of holding his shoulder like a stinger.
Hope he's okay, though, because like you mentioned, it's been kind of two-headed dragon out there, running back, and it's been very, very effective, especially in the second half.
Well, and don't forget, you got your lead rusher in Bayless.
Yep.
This one to Rasmussen, and Rasmussen will continue to fight for more yards. They're going to give him 3 on this one.
Yeah, and you're not going to get 5 and 7 yards every time, but those 3-yard carries, this is still very effective, and this is exactly what you want to do if you're Westlake. Control the clock, dominate the time of possession, get yourself back into this game. They get another touchdown here, it's a one-score game once again, and you're right back in it.
Well, and you're closer to the end of the game too.
Yeah,
get that time off the clock. Again, give to Rasmussen. This time it's Hunter Clegg going to bring him down in the backfield.
Now that's a player that's a 4-star prospect making a big play there. Fantastic individual effort there by Hunter Clegg. He was not going to be denied.
Well, this brings down a 3rd and long 10. Fa'amau Seeley comes back into the game here for the Thunder.
American Fork going with 4 really defensive end types on their defensive front, going kind of a pass rush heavy look on the front.
And Thunder going with 5 receivers. That's Rasmussen in motion, and now Bayless looking to pass. And he will have to tuck it and run. But he's going to get a first. He's got the room. He's got the first. And some more.
He is a crafty runner. Like, it's not straight line speed. He just knows where to get and gets there. It's effective. It ain't flashy. It ain't pretty, but it's effective.
Well, and this offensive line does really good on the rushing at times, right? They have some breakdowns. The pass protection, they haven't seemed to be able to protect Bayless a whole lot. And
you got a lot of great pass rushers on that American Fork D-line. There's no doubt about that.
And that is true, but at the same time, I was thinking Bayless looks like he's comfortable scrambling as a give to Rasmussen, and he'll pick up 2 on that play.
Yeah, just keep doing what you're doing here if you're Westlake. Just continue to grind clock, pick up that yardage. Not every play has to be a 70-yard touchdown like we just saw from American Fork. This is plenty effective.
2nd and 8 here from the American Fork 24-yard line. We're down to 3:13 left to go here in the third. Bayless in the gun. He's got Rasmussen lined up next to him. And he'll look to pass. Passes up. And it's thrown just outside, incomplete.
Yeah, a little bit of a misfire there from Bayless, but makes it 3rd and 8 once again. What can Bayless do this time?
That is the question. He's going to go with 5 receivers. American Fork bringing 4. Looks like a dime package out there for the Cavemen. And Bayless will release. And in and out of the hands of Fa'amau Seeley.
A drop. That was a critical one. That's 1st down yardage. All he's got to do is bring that ball in. He needed to look it in, took his eye off it just the last second, it looked like.
Well, they're going to go for it here on 4th and 8 with 2:58 left to go in the third.
And it's really no man's land with their kicking game. You got to go.
Well, Morgan didn't show that he could kick it that far on that one field goal, and then they got another field goal blocked. So at this point, it is 4th and 8 from the 24, and Bayless looks to throw. And now he'll scramble, and he throws. He's got a man. It's Hammond. Hammond for a 1st down.
Great job by Hammond there on that scramble route, finding himself in the flat out there, and a great pass, great completion by Bayless to get the 1st down yardage. Huge play on 4th down.
Yeah, this gives Thunder 1st and 10 from the Caveman 15-yard line. 2:51 left to go here in the third.
Okay, I'd go back to the ground game if I was Westlake here, but they're going with that spread kind of slot set to the near side.
That's a Bayless run. He's got Rasmussen out there lead blocking for him, and he'll pick up 3.
That's what they call QB power. You get 2 guys pulling around in front of him. They actually came from the near side. You mentioned Rasmussen coming around. It's actually a really effective play and gets him 3 yards. It's exactly what you wanted.
Well, and they probably would have picked up more, but the snap was a little high, and Bayless had to corral it.
Had to get it
before he could turn and run upfield.
Correct.
Same formation as last time. This time Rasmussen comes in motion, and now it's a give to Rasmussen. Maybe a yard.
A little bit counter action there by Rasmussen. 1 yard gain. An interesting play, like building off all the other things they've run out of that set. That was an interesting wrinkle there.
Well, this gives them a 3rd and 6, manageable.
Yeah, at this point, it's 4-down territory. I'd run the football here again. Honestly, I would run the football.
I'll agree with you.
You're going 4 downs. Run the football here and throw it on 4th.
No, you need touchdowns.
Yeah, there's no more field goals.
Again, Bayless all alone, same formation. And this time it's Hammond in motion. And now Bayless looks to throw, and it's to Hammond. And Hammond just can't get around. It's thrown behind him. Incomplete pass. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Another missed opportunity in the passing game there for Westlake. We've had 2 of them on this drive. Out with Seeley dropping that one here on the in route, and then that one thrown behind before he even broke to look for that football. Oh, man, another missed opportunity.
Well, so we've got 4th and 6 here. 1:29 left to go in the 3rd. Westlake knocking on the door, trying to score, make this a 1-score ball game. Rasmussen lined up next to him. Bayless in the gun here. And Bayless will look to pass. And he will get sacked for a loss, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. American Fork takes over on their own 16-yard line.
Maximus Edwards on the safety blitz there. You saw Bayless try and bail out. Thought he was going to have some room. Maximus Edwards is right there and forced him back inside. Ultimately gets the sack. Great play design, great blitz call there by that American Fork defense. Get the turnover on downs.
It's hard, too, when you're being blitzed, though. You don't want to go to the side that Hunter Clegg's pushing on. That side, it seems like, is
and that's what they
compromised.
And they brought Maximus Edwards up, and he forced the action back inside. That was a fantastic blitz call there by the American Fork defensive coaching staff.
Here comes Champ Edwards, and he's all alone in the backfield. And it is a intended quarterback run, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, so it'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Cavemen.
Yeah, our mystery man number 55 for Westlake, we don't have a name on him still. He chased him down from behind. That was actually really nice closing speed by a defensive end on that play, because you and I both know Champ Edwards, he ain't slow.
No, very far from that. Well, Westlake defense has been tough all night long. One big long run. And again, this is Erdley who breaks through. 1st down yardage and a lot more. Erdley.
Westlake came out of it like they recovered the football. They said he was already down.
That's 23 yards on the carry.
Coach Wong is upset at something. He is barking at the officials there.
35 seconds left to go in the 3rd. Clock running. Looks like American Fork will get the snap off before, and it's Edwards quick to Hole. And Hole makes a move. Get across the 40, down to the 45. They're going to mark him at the 46-yard line. And that is probably going to do it for us. After 3, it's Cavemen on top, 20-7 over the Thunder. We'll be back to start this 4th and final quarter.
For over 25 years, Salt Lake Running Company has helped people of all ages and levels find the gear they need to start their fitness journey. From a free custom shoe fit analysis to a premium assortment of footwear and workout essentials, SLRC is a top 10 run shop in America. Locally owned, locally operated at 5 locations along the Wasatch Front, SLRC is there to help you gear up and get out. Visit a store near you or shop online at slrc.com.
It all starts with a smile. To show you care, offer a sign of love, welcome someone home. Smiles bring us together. Let's keep yours healthy. Stonehaven Dental.
American Fork football brought to you by Avenue Bakery right here on KSL Sports Rewind. Mark Winterton and Jake Hatch as we get ready to start the fourth and final quarter. American Fork leading 20-7, and they've got the ball. It's going to be second and a short 2 here. Champ Edwards in the gun. And it's a give to Watts, and Watts has a first. Across the 40, down to the 33-yard line. That's where they're going to mark this one.
I think American Fork watched what Westlake was doing running the football and said, hey, anything you can do, we can do better. Well, they're doing it.
Watts going to stay in the game here with Champ. As now quick toss to Watts, and Watts. And there's a throw or a flag thrown in there.
Yeah, we're going to have a holding call here. American Fork offensive lineman had a really good block and then decided, you know what? I'm going to do a wrestling takedown move. Let's do this thing. That's going to cost you 10 yards.
See where they mark it from.
It's from where the flag was thrown.
If they put it there, it's going to be from the 28, which is going to take this back to the 38, which will make it first and a 16 yards.
Yeah, that was. He actually originally had a really good block on the left side of the offensive line. He's a left tackle out there, and then all of a sudden he decided, you know what? It would be fun. I'm gonna take this guy down. Can't do that.
That's a no-no. 11:19 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Quick pass, and it's caught. Caught made by Reese.
Got the original yardage back to the original line of scrimmage here, 6 yards on that.
So it'll be 2nd and 10. And now Champ gonna snap, and this is a designed run. He'll pick up about 7 yards on that play.
Yeah, nice QB keeper there by Champ Edwards. He is just so fleet of foot. It's It's really fun to watch him run the football. He runs it like a running back.
This game brought to you by Heidemann and Associates and Western Governors University. At Western Governors University, you get an education that is attainable, affordable, and full of support. Western Governors University. Hey, you can earn a 1-year MBA there. This is a give to Segura. Segura pushing forward. And I'm not sure he got maybe a yard.
Yeah, that was a fantastic job there. Number 11, Maverick McManus leading the charge there, getting the tackle, making it 4th down here. Huge, huge play there by Westlake. See if they can get another stop here.
And American Fork looks like they're going to go with it. Champ all alone, 5 receivers.
Watch QB run here. I would put a lot of money on this being a QB run.
4th and 2, and it's a quick throw to Peyton Reese. And Peyton Reese makes a miss. Makes a man miss and out of bounds at the 13-yard line.
Yeah, Westlake's Muhammad Ibrahim made a move upfield to see if he could make that tackle. Just got out of position a little bit, and Peyton Reese made him pay for it.
So close, though. Had he gotten it, that is a turnover on downs. Would have been a huge play.
Correct.
So it'll be 1st and 10 inside the 20 from about the 13-yard lines where they're going to mark this.
I haven't had a chance to really watch Westlake much as we haven't called many of their games, but I'm telling you, this is going to be a dangerous team in the playoffs.
Again, same play as to Peyton Reese there. Well, not completely the same. I guess he didn't have the blocking out front.
Yeah, it was just to the boundary side there. But, hey, solid yardage, pick up a 5, make it 2nd and 5 here. That's all you want.
So we got 9:47 left to go. American Fork trying to put this one out of reach by putting another touchdown on the board here. Erdley lined up in the backfield with him. And it's a give to Erdley, and Erdley's got running room. Ooh, comes close there. They're going to mark him down at the 1.
Oh, man, just so close to pay dirt there. He was thinking, I got 6 here. He just got dragged down just a tad bit short.
Well, he did a good job following his blockers, but...
Yep. Here comes that short yardage package with a guy like Hunter Clegg there playing that H-back position. I pretty much guarantee they're following wherever he goes. If you're Westlake, find number 9. That's where that play is going.
He got some deadly receivers, though, out there in Roberts and Reese. But it's a give to Erdley, and he's got it. Touchdown, American Fork.
Where did Hunter Clegg line up? The left side.
Yeah.
Where did they run the ball? The left side. Easy peasy for 6. That might put it out of reach.
So with 9:12 left to go, American Fork adds another one on the board. They are going to go for 2 here.
They want to make it the 21-point lead.
Yeah, they don't like the idea of being just ahead by 20. And the 2-point conversion is good to Peyton Reese. It's American Fork 28, the Thunder 7. We're back after this quick break.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
American Fork football brought to you by Avenue Bakery right here on KSL Sports Rewind. Mark Winterton, Jay Catch, and after that score by American Fork, they're up by 3 touchdowns. They'll be kicking off to Westlake here. Tate Farnsworth to kick. Back to receive. We've got Hammond and Queering. Actually, that is not Farnsworth to kick.
We got a new kicker.
Yeah, this is Dominic Wilkinson. Wilkinson, another senior. And he's going to put this one right about the 5. It's Hammond coming out. Hammond gets across the 20. And they're going to mark him at the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Thunder.
All right, so this game's probably out of reach at this point for Westlake, but here's the thing. They've played, I thought, pretty solid football game tonight. They should take, I don't know, moral victories are never fun. You never want to celebrate them. You're as a coach, you're not going to do that. But you can build on a performance like this. As I said, I haven't had a chance to see Westlake play much this year. I'm telling you, if they get the right matchup in the playoffs, like they did against Roy last year, I called that game for KSL Rewind. They won that game. They're going to be dangerous in the playoffs, folks. Watch out for this Westlake Thunder.
Bayless all alone in the backfield. And it's a throw. There's the throw. Downfield. Overthrows Hammond.
By the way, great recognition there by Davis Andrews on that. That was a trick play, and Andrews was not fooled one bit and stayed right with it. Andrews, one of the more underrated safeties in this state. He's a guy I think that can play at the next level. I don't know much about his recruiting status, but I'm telling you, there are a number of programs in the state that could use a safety like him. Big, rangy athlete. He's a good player.
Bayless. And it's Hunter Clegg that gets a hold of him. Wouldn't let go.
Stanford commit gets another sack there. Just ferocious pass rush. At this point, if you're Westlake, it's all about throwing the football, trying to get back into this. So this is where you pin your ears back if you're a guy like Hunter Clegg. This is where you make your hay.
3rd and 14, 8:35 on the clock. Thunder down by 3 scores at this point. And Bayless all alone in the backfield. Hunter Clegg comes through, but he slips up. There is some penalty flags thrown.
Yeah, that was a pretty blatant hold on Hunter Clegg. They're going to decline that penalty. It's going to be 4th down. They're going to kick it away. He busted up the middle there.
Oh, he just cruised through the line.
And all of Westlake's offensive line could do was like, here, buddy, come here. You're coming with me. Holding's the call. Going to be declined.
They will decline it.
4th down.
Number 24 back to punt. I might have a number 24 over here. Let me see what I've got. Maybe Samani Atifale.
Atifale?
Yeah, maybe. Decent punt. Peyton Reese going to call a fair catch at the 46-yard line. That'll be 1st and 10 for the...
So here's my question. We have a 55 on that list. We do.
Drayson Afuvai.
Drayson Afuvai, allegedly a freshman there. Wow. He's had quite a game for himself. Number 55, Drayson Afuvai.
Yeah, if this roster's correct. Yeah, we have a couple of rosters. We thought the other roster was probably the one that's more correct.
Apparently that one is. Yeah.
I don't know.
We do what we can.
We do our best.
By the way, big ups to everybody for joining us tonight. It's Thursday night. Not at your typical Friday night lights, but thank you for tuning in.
I know. Usually Thursday it's Thursday night NFL football, right?
Yeah.
Watts on the carry. Not going to go anywhere. And it looked almost like they caught him in the face mask.
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know if they're going to throw the flag there. By the way, I was checking my phone at halftime, checking in on that NFL game. Apparently we're not missing much.
Oh, give me an update.
I saw one dude say that he was falling asleep in his lazy boy.
Did he catch the... Oh, not a face mask.
Okay.
After reviewing that one. It just jerked him around. He got a hold of the shoulder pads or something. And this is a carry again by Watts. And Watts getting upfield for about a 5-yard carry.
Watts has had some really nice runs tonight. He's putting his shoulder down, getting upfield. That's actually really nice to see. He's kind of been that change of pace back all year for American Fork.
You didn't give me an update on the score.
Oh, apologize. Let me get that for
you. It's 3rd and 4. And it looks like Champ's going to call audible here. We're down to 6:56 left to go in the game. Watts lined up in the backfield, and it's a give to Watts. And Watts has room. He's got a first.
Solid run there by Watts, cutting it back against the grain. They're getting the yardage to get the first down. We have a thrilling 9-6 ball game between the Colts and the Broncos.
What quarter are we in?
We are 8:32 to go in the 4th.
In the 4th?
In the 4th quarter.
Oh,
9-6 ball game.
Hey, it's a defensive battle.
Hey, thanks for tuning in and watch us instead.
It's a little quick toss to Watts, and Watts getting upfield. He's close to another first.
Yeah, I think American Fork is fully intent at this point just to run the football and kill as much clock as possible.
Waiting to see if they'll rule it a first. I don't think it's going to be. So that's going to bring up 2nd and inches. We're down under 6 minutes left to go here in this game. American Fork killing clock, running it and killing clock.
Mm-hmm.
Be Watts in the ball game here. Lined up there next to Champ Edwards. And Champion with the quick pass to Roberts. Roberts trying to make several defenders miss. They've got a first down. And they're going to mark this one at the 17.
Yeah, some nice footwork there by Trey, getting himself open, getting that first down there, and move the sticks once again. It'll pause for a moment and then get going again. Actually, clock's already running. All right, well, here we go.
Well, they got the chain set up and ready to go.
Well, they didn't even stop it. That's the thing.
Did they not?
There was no stoppage. I'm not sure the officials know, nor apparently do they care.
Edwards. And it's another give to Watts up the middle, and he's going to pick up about 5 yards on that play.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want to do if you're Coach Beam down there on the sideline. You just want to see your guys grind on this game, end this game, put it to bed.
So it'll be 2nd and 6 here. Under 5 minutes left to go. Clock continues to run. And this time it's a pass going to Reese. And Reese in the end zone. He's got it. It's a touchdown. Peyton Reese, American Fork, adds another one on the board.
What a fantastic throw there by Champ Edwards. Peyton Reese does the rest, but what a throw there to get him another touchdown. And that one will put this game to bed. That's the nail in the coffin.
That was a beautiful throw and an even
play.
better catch by Reese.
Fantastic stuff. If American Fork can get that type of offense in the playoffs here, there's no reason why they can't make another run deep.
American Fork looks to add one here. And I'm not sure if they're missing a player. I think they're short a guy.
Yep. Here comes big number 74. Get out there, big man. Let's go.
Hold looks good and kicks up, and it is good. It's American Fork 35, Thunder 7. We're back after this quick break.
For over 25 years, Salt Lake Running Company has helped people of all ages and levels find the gear they need to start their fitness journey. From a free custom shoe fit analysis to a premium assortment of footwear and workout essentials, SLRC is a top 10 run shop in America. Locally owned, locally operated at 5 locations along the Wasatch Front, SLRC is there to help you gear up and get out. Visit a store near you or shop online at slrc.com.
American football. American football? It is
American football.
It is American football. American Fork High School football. Brought to you by Avenue Bakery. I'm Mark Winterton. Jake Hatch joining me here on KSL Sports Rewind as it is going to be Farnsworth. Farnsworth's going to come out and kick this one.
So once upon a time, I lived in Taiwan as an LDS missionary, and I told the guy I played football. Well, in Taiwan, they think that means soccer. I had to be very clear that I was American football because he's like, you don't look like a soccer player. I'm like, I'm not a soccer player.
It's Futebol Americano. Or at least it is in Portuguese, in Brazil.
In Mandarin, Meisher Zucho. There you go.
Hammonds take this one at the 5, and he gets across the 20, maybe out to the 23-yard lines. Look where they're going to mark this one. 4:21 left to go in the game. At this point, it is out of reach. Thunder have been unable to do anything through the air. It's all been a ground game.
Yep.
And at this point, you're going to kill way too much time on the clock.
So going back to that NFL game, it's all field goals in this game. Like, that's what it's been. It's all field goals in the NFL contest tonight.
Well, I don't have a kicker for either of those teams for my fantasy league. Bayless going to run this one. Keep it. He's got a first. And a little more. Nice run there by Bayless. And you can see why he's the leading rusher for that team.
Yeah, solid player. He's a dual threat. There's no doubt about that.
Well, he can throw it. Mm-hmm. We've seen some great throws by him. He just hasn't had a whole lot of time in the backfield this game.
No, he's been pressured a lot.
Bottled up. Under 4 minutes left to play, and Bayless looks to pass. Of course, he's going to get pressured out, and he'll finally release that, intended for Heiner. It's incomplete.
Yeah, we had the clock running a little extra there. I'm not sure they're going to put any time back on, but the White Hat caught it.
Have you ever watched this American Fork student body section?
Oh, they have fun.
They've got a spirit leader down there that really gets the whole crowd into it. But not only that, they travel well too.
Yep.
Bayless gets rid of this. Oh, incomplete, intended for Heiner. It's going to bring up third down for the Thunder.
If that was a closer game, I would have probably seen a flag on that. Heiner got interfered with there, but at this point in the game, it's like, okay, we're going to let that one go.
.337 on the clock here in the fourth quarter. Bayless all alone in the backfield. There's the pass, and it's caught. Looks, it's close. They're going to say incomplete, intended for Queering.
Queering unable to haul that one in. That would have been a nice reception for first down yardage, or had he been able to.
And so that'll bring up fourth down, and they will bring out the punting unit. Bayless will back up to punt this one away. 3:32, and at this point, imagine American Fork will come out just running the ball, killing clock. There's a flag on the play. Nice punt by Bayless. Hull fills this about the 23-yard line. But we got a flag here back by the 40.
I think whether that flag was thrown at the snap, they probably have an illegal formation here on Westlake. I don't know if they'll necessarily want to re-kick, but they have that option.
Yeah, if you're American Fork, I think at this point you just hang on to the ball and say, "Now we're good enough to kill time." They're going to wave it off.
So there's going to be no penalty. All right.
Okay. So 3:25 on the clock. We're going to see some good old running football here by American Fork. Would be my guess.
One first down that may just do it.
And we got Lincoln Jackson into the game. The other senior, and we watched him earlier on in the season.
Yep.
And this is a give to Segura. Segura going to pick up 4 yards.
Yeah, this is the entire second team offense here for American Fork. Getting a lot of guys probably on senior night, some action.
Your offensive line, all of it. Yeah, I don't see a starter out there actually, other than Hull, and here comes Hull off. We're going to bring Hallam in. The only one that we see a whole lot of gets a lot of action is Segura.
Yep.
Segura can be a phenomenal runner at times.
But he's the number 3 back.
Well, and we'll see him next year as he's just a junior. And Segura up the middle, across the 50. Outrunning these defenders. A little change-up, and he's inside the 20.
Yeah, credit to Westlake chasing that down from behind there and making sure they didn't house it for another 6.
Oh, we got a flag back here at the 47-yard line.
We got blocking the back. Okay.
And I'll bet you anything, didn't even need that. Segura didn't need that.
He's like, I want that yardage, boys. Nope, you're not getting it. It's a block in the back and back him up.
Well, that gives them a first down,
yeah,
but it's going to take them right back to where they started.
It's going to be kind of a net gain of what?
Yeah, like 1.
About 5 yards.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. About 5 yards. About 6 yards.
It's a net gain of 6. There we go. After all that. He runs about 45 yards. And
had a great run there by Segura. So now Watts come in, and now Watts comes out, and Erdley comes in. It's like they've got a running back by committee. Erdley says, no, it's my turn.
Nice rotation here.
I'm in rotation.
This one.
And so now Erdley with the give, and his spin move will give him 3 yards on that play. We're under 2 minutes left to go. Clock still ticking. Erdley comes out. And number 37, Brandon Dupay, checks into the ball game. Another Dupay?
Mm-hmm.
Dupay.
Famous Skyline coach Roger Dupay, obviously.
Going to be 2nd and 6 here for the Cavemen. And it's a throw. Jackson to Gavin Kindred. And that will result in a Caveman first down.
I would assume at this point you go victory formation, take a couple of knees, and put this game to bed.
Well,
maybe not. They're going to...
Or you give it... you got your second string offense in. Give them some reps.
Yeah, looks like they're just going to keep going.
That's another give to Dupay. And Dupay will pick up 3 yards. Clock will continue to run here. American Fork trying to give a lot of their players some playing time here. And here comes our victory formation. Lincoln Jackson will lead the Cavemen in that. So he'll have to take another one.
Yeah, about to take one more.
One more. As there will be 5 seconds still on the clock. What a game tonight. Yeah. Westlake was in this all the way into the middle of the third quarter.
Correct. Just got to wait from him till into that quarter, really.
And so with that, that is going to do it for us. As the clock ticks down, 15 seconds. American Fork going to win this one 35-7. Of course, this game presented by Avenue Bakery, but also Heidemann and Associates and Western Governors University. Well, anything quick to add, Jake?
I thought it was a good game. Solid workmanlike win for American Fork, and obviously both these teams gearing up for the playoffs in just a couple of weeks here.
Mark Winterton, Jake Hatch here on KSL Sports Rewind. Have a good night.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.